Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at Australia's most iconic piece of tarmac. The 6.2 km Mount Panorama circuit is located in Bathurst, New South Wales, and has tested not only the skills, but also the sheer bravery of drivers for close to 90 years now. The track is as daunting as ever, so in this video we're going to first see a professional driver tackle the track at full speed before slowing it down and showing you each part of the circuit individually. So without further ado, let's get into the 1 minute 59.172 hot lap. This weekend is the Bathurst 6 Hour both in real life and in Assetto Corsa Competizione. So to commemorate this, Tracktide is giving you 30 days of unlimited data insights for free, so you can analyse your performance and compare yourself against not only your friends, but drivers from all over the world. Simply sign up with the code Bathurst 6 Hour, drive your own laps around Mount Panorama and analyse away. Now without further ado, let's jump into the track guide. Into turn 1, brake shortly after 100 metre board and begin turning in at the 50 metre board. Slightly trail brake to the apex, change down to second gear and don't use too much of the apex curb. Once there, begin accelerating. Slightly modulate the throttle while using all of the exit curb and flick the car back onto the track just before you reach the grass. Into turn 2, begin braking shortly after the 100 metre board at the access road. Begin turning in at the 50 metre board, change down to third gear and trail brake to the apex. Make sure you avoid the apex curb. Hold the inside line around the corner and let the car run right over the exit curb without touching the wall. Into turn 3, turn in at the escape road. Don't worry too much about being close to the apex wall and start braking as you see the advertising board on the outside of turn 4. Change down to second gear and heavy trail brake to the apex of turn 4. As your left steering input will be long and continuous, take care not to make any sudden inputs as you could lock the wheels or create a sudden weight transfer that flicks the car out of control. Hold the apex wall and slightly modulate the throttle through the cutting. Turn slightly out from the outside wall before turning back into the apex of turn 5. Once again, run right to the outside wall and turn into turn 6 where the shadow is. If it's not a sunny day or the sun is not in the right position, then simply turn next to the tree. You're completely flat through turn 6, so keep a cool head, use a little bit of the inside curb and run right to the apex wall of turn 7. Run to the middle of the track ahead of turn 8 and don't turn into the apex. Instead, aim for the outside wall to prepare for turn 9. Turn in at the dip in the track, still completely flat and don't use too much curb. Let the car run once again to the exit wall and straddle the white line to prepare for turn 10. Lift off briefly at the start of the outside curb and start turning in at the crest of the hill. Begin accelerating again after the car has settled on the other side of the crest and drive the car straight to the apex curb, aiming for the latest possible apex. On exit, take care when mounting on the curb, so keep your steering input smooth and come back across the circuit ahead of the downhill section. Into Skyline, aim for the apex of turn 11 early and completely lift off the throttle a few car lengths before the advertising gantry. Apex late so you can drive straight towards the apex of turn 12. Brake as soon as you're aiming straight at the apex and then use all of the curb once you get there. Release the brake as you hit the curb and add a dab of throttle before braking again. Only reach 70% pressure towards turn 13 as you're still turning and want to limit the chance of locking up. Hold the apex of turn 13 until you can see turn 14. Dab on the throttle and drive roughly to the middle of the track before a dab on the brake and turning in. Through the dipper, hold the inside line as tight as you can and begin accelerating around the apex. You'll have to modulate the throttle towards turn 15, again driving as close to the apex curve as you can get. Run right to the outside wall and keep that tight line into turn 16. Start turning into turn 17 shortly after the apex of the previous corner and lift off the throttle before you reach the apex. Begin braking as you reach the apex with a progressive braking technique to ensure you don't lock the wheels whilst you're turning in, and then as you're in the middle of the track for turn 18, trail brake slightly towards the apex, hug the inside wall and begin accelerating out around the apex. Into the chase, use all of the outside space to turn into turn 20, so that you're alongside the outside line into turn 21. Brake around the 150 metre board and slightly trail brake towards the apex. Change down to third gear, use a bit of curb but be careful as it can throw the car off balance, and get straight to 100% throttle after you've hit the curb and the car is definitely stable. Lift ever so slightly before the apex of turn 22, using all of the curb and be careful not to drift over the outside curb on exit. Into the final corner, brake around the 100 metre board and trail brake to the apex. Change down to second gear, don't touch the inside curb and let the car run right out wide to complete the lap. As you will have seen, some of the curbs here can be lethal, so just take care whenever you're going to use one. Don't forget you can get 30 days of unlimited telemetry usage when signing up with the code Bathurst6hour. So we hope to see you all driving around the infamous mountain circuit in the coming days. But until the next video, thank you for watching, drive safe and race with respect.